Are you done? My beautiful people of Earth, welcome to, what the hell? Nine? It's episode 9. This is a pure fun one, unless you hate me reading to you because that's the second half of this video, but you could just skip that part if you're not into it. But this is an unboxing video. I've heard these are popular. I don't know. I'm not doing it for that reason, but here's the story behind this. This one comes with a little PSA because I was given this by my precious sister's boyfriend, Charlie, who we both love dearly, in 2018. This incredibly cool present. And I filed it under, oh, that's for Future Fink. This character I made up at some point where, like, when I deserve to have a nice life and indulge myself and enjoy some things, like, you know, this massive Taschen book collection. Half of them I haven't even looked at because it's for Future Fink, right? So now that there really isn't a Future Fink, you know, it's time. But don't do that to yourself. Don't create a future you. Live, 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 always. I mean, being too indulgent is probably unhealthy, but enjoying your life is very healthy. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna cut a lot. You know, I've said I hate jump cuts, but Jesus, I have no idea how to do this because not only do I have to open it, but I gotta like set it up and okay, here we go. Boom, a beautiful little blanket of my Jewish heritage. I don't really know what's going on in that blanket other than a bunch of beautiful tablecloth. Okay, cut it open. I have not taken it out yet. Box. Oh my God. Come on. Very well packaged. Definitely not how you do this.
Why did you put the handle on it?
I tried to pull it out. Bam. I guess that is the... Oh. I've never been a hipster really, but I got myself a turntable. Oh, sorry. I was given a turntable years ago and it's time. Okay, I'm gonna set this thing up. Let's enjoy some tunes together. Okay, we're back. And here we go. This gorgeous thing. So I have a dear friend named Aiden who works at a funky cool shop in Santa Monica called, fucking hell. Oh yeah, wait. Here's the bag. Endless Noise. Of course I would have remembered that. And so I go in there the other day and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this unboxing video, man. Do you have any, you know, copyright-free records here? And I think the store is like, his boss just had this massive record collection and he's selling it all in this funky, cool, arty place. Go check it out. And so I found this thing, which is a setup for the next part of the video and maybe other videos. And because I screwed up getting the right cables, I'm going to use some movie magic here and pretend to turn this on. Actually, I will turn it on. Get some cool movement. Drop the needle. And now who knows what I'm going to be playing, but it's happening right now. Okay, let's get to the second. Oh, wait a second. I hope the music's not too loud. So a note on this poster, which I'm going to do a close-up. Here, conceptual skills help me out. Okay, so I like to mess with my sister as much as she likes to mess with me, so I had her memorize the first appearances of the so important. So number 2.
Vulture.
Vulture. 3.
Oh.
God damn it.
Hang on.
She had it once.
It's not Dr. Doom.
No, he's not first appearing in Spider-Man.
It's not Craven. Is
God
it
damn
Craven?
it. I mean, eventually.
Oh, Lizard.
God damn it.
It's not, and it's not Rhino.
That's so far away.
I know, it's not Rhino.
Right.
Number 3.
You were making me height geek out.
It's not Electro. And it's not...
You can do the numbers of those to get them out of the way if you remember.
I know number 3. Oh, Sandman.
No, that's so
number
close.
4, number 4.
4, Sandman. Okay, she's gonna figure this out because while she is, I'm gonna say like she came back at me with, well, now you have to learn all the Strawberry Shortcake dolls and the names of their pets, and I've never come nearly as close as she gets with this. Number 3.
Lizard.
Come on.
Did I see a lizard?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
What's the lizard? It's my favorite one. It's a Wolf Floridian. No. 3 is the obvious one. It's so iconic.
But it's not. Oh, Doc Ock.
Doc Ock.
Doc
Yes.
Ock.
Okay, then.
Then it's Sandman.
Then.
I feel like I should get this one.
Well, this is not a first.
Oh, Dr. Doom.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Electro.
No.
No?
My favorite.
No, this is Lizard.
Lizard, right?
Okay, then it's Electro.
No, and then it's the bullshit.
Oh, right.
Right.
And then number 8 is Electro.
No, another bullshit one.
Oh. And 9 on the list?
Like no one's ever heard of the first appearance of the 7 and 8 people, but 9 is
Electro.
Electro. Oh God, I can't remember 10 myself.
No one remembers 10.
Oh, that's another bullshit one. And then Doc Ock comes back in 11 and 12, and then 13's a big one. Was in the movie, sort of.
Mysterio.
Yeah, and then the ultimate his arc.
Craven the Hunter.
No, who was Spider-Man's main bad guy?
Oh, Kingpin.
What's wrong with you?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin. Then finally,
Craven the Hunter.
Craven the Hunter.
Everyone's favorite.
Oh, I guess this isn't something new coming out.
And there's a Craven the Hunter movie coming.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Great. Now you gotta put some ad money. From
Okay, now I don't think I could do much more than Strawberry Shortcake. Oh God, lemon. Lemon.
No, I give you the character.
Oh yeah, give me the character. Okay.
So, Mint Tulip.
That's the pet
No, that's the character.
with. I never learned it. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, you know, Almond Tea has a pet.
Marmalade.
Godly, that's Orange Blossom's butterfly.
Right. Rhubarb.
No, that's Raspberry Tart's monkey. Almond Tea.
God.
What kind of animal would Almond Tea have?
Lemon. No. I have no idea. I could barely. It's been so long. It's been years and years since we did this. I'm very impressed with her performance. I fucking give up. I know one that's kind of cool. The
When I say it,
Marzipanda.
it's Almond Tea's Panda Bear.
Marzipanda. I get full credit. Okay, let's move on to part 2, where this is even more annoying and boring. Okay, welcome to the reading Nook corner. Oh, I forgot something. 1 second. I would whistle the tune, but get that straight up struck. Okay. It's a pretty short chapter. It's good. It's quick. So the way the chapters work in Leopold Brink 4, the New Angels novel, is we go back and forth between Brink's story and the present day. So now we're in chapter 3, called Shave and a Haircut with Young Brink Again. Okay. Leopold Brink number 4, the novel. Tare stood over the 4-year-old with an electric razor. She teased the girl relentlessly about her fur, which had gotten thick and dark. Her mother, sitting on the couch across from her, found it hard to stifle a laugh. "You're sure you're not too hot?" Tare said, winking at Semi. Games like these would often end up with the girl running into the other room to the safe arms of Ravindra, who would throw her on his shoulders and charge back into the room so she could attack from a better vantage. Ray was particularly fond of the youngest of the three women he lived with. He would take her everywhere, showing her off through their census-designated place, more a research facility than a town in Arizona's high desert. He and Samil had been together through every miscarriage. It wasn't until the successful pregnancy when Tara entered their lives, at first a business liaison for the investors. At 2, the girl confidently recognized the family as if they were two couples living in one house and said as much to neighbors. It made everyone uncomfortable in equal measure. Tara was young and strong and ambitious and full of shoulders. They met in the business meeting where Samil told her investors that she was retiring to spend more time with her daughter, even though, unknown to them, her daughter was the direct result of their investment. Tara convinced them that she'd get Samil to come around and finish the work, but she fell in love and moved in shortly after. Ravindra was a family lawyer who commuted south to Phoenix every day but returned home most nights. Almost every night, the girl would fall asleep with her mother at her upright piano, trying to soften her low voice with a lullaby about the deep forest, the early fields, the bright, beautiful sun, and how her little girl was princess of the Rezov Mandanani. Samil was embarrassed to find she wasn't prepared when the girl, who had learned to speak far sooner than she'd imagined she could, and had understood the sounds she misunderstood in the song were now words she didn't understand, asked about her own origins, about fatherhood, about how she and her mother connected to the world. In response, Samil taught her to read. Samil pointed at the long wall of books. "I want you to imagine pulling a book from the shelf in your mind, opening it, and telling me what's inside," her mother said. It inspired the girl to read as many as she could, and it wasn't long before the library covered every wall. Samil pushed her to connect the books in her mind, to draw a map of their intersecting ideas, nonfiction and fiction alike. Samil sat in the den with her daughter in her lap. She took 3 of her daughter's favorite books off the shelf and put them down on the floor. "Remember when you asked me where you came from? The animal we are has been wrestling with that question for a very long time. It's a personal question, and it's a uniting question. And the answers are stories. In one, we were created in a great mound and crawled through a long, dark cave into daylight. In another, a rainbow serpent slept underground with all living things inside her belly. When the time was right, she vomited them up along with all the bits of the world. Then there's one with a land of fog and ice melted by fire giants. When the ice dripped, it formed a giant whose children killed him. The earth was made from his flesh and the sea from his blood. Another tells of coming from nothing, one from utter chaos. The Diné up north believed the first world was an island floating in the middle of 4 seas, and there were 4 more worlds, and we're in the 5th one now." Kate lifted the 3 books off the floor, handed them to her daughter, and told her to stack them in any order. The girl did so. Kate then said to stack them in a different order. The girl did so. Afterwards, she picked up the books and put them back on their shelves. She pulled her daughter back into her lap. "Now tell me what happened with those books," she said. The girl began recounting the stories found inside each, but her mother stopped her. The girl was confused. She told her to try again, and the girl complied, each time trying to synthesize something interesting from her memory of the readings. Her mother kept stopping her. Finally, the girl stated from the beginning, "You gave me this one, and then this one, and then this one," and said, "Stack them," and I stacked them, she said, grabbing the books. She had to pause to remember the order she stacked them, but eventually recreated the event. "Are you sure you didn't put mead on top of milk?" Kate said, rearranging the books. "I'm sure." Kate slid the books haphazardly across the floor. "Are you sure that didn't happen?" "Yes," the girl said, laughing. "That's right, you're right. One thing happened and not another thing." "Yes. Now imagine everything. All things that are or have ever been happened one way and not another. No matter how chaotic or quantum or bizarre, history happened, and it happened one way. And most people don't share that story. And that's how you and I fit into the world, my little popsicle." The little girl had no idea what her mother was talking about. Then they went out for ice cream. That happened to be the day Ravindra left. There had been constant fighting since Tara moved in, always in a distant bedroom and always in convoluted language the girl couldn't fathom. She would often get involved by climbing onto Rav. She would never refuse her, and the conflict dispelled or it was put on pause, often because it made him put his drink down. The girl didn't know this was the last fight, but felt something strange in the way Ravindra walked towards the front door. When he tried to lift the girl from his shoulders, she wouldn't let go. Ray spoke softly, trying to coax her to let go, but she dug deeper. She had to tear his he had to tear his scalp to remove her strength too great. That's chapter 3. Quick. We jump back over to chapter 4, which I won't read today, and it picks up right where we left off in ancient Greece. And I'll see you next time with that and some other fun stuff, hopefully. Coming soon, I'm gonna finally give you my cuckoo theories about where my brain cancer came from. Thank you for joining me again, and I'll see you next time. I hope you have a lovely week.